Hi guys, good afternoon. 25th of September. Not a good week for the pound, but it finished so badly, didn't it? Last week on the Friday, that it's just been drifting down, and today let's have a quick look at how it's gone. And really, the downside today started once we false broke above the R1, false broke above yesterday's high. Just a key resistance level that couldn't hold, and it's not a pretty picture at the moment on the chart, but elsewhere as well, as talks of London soon coming to full lockdown. Whether that's the right thing or not remains to be seen. But yeah, decent break. Pivot didn't hold up much in the way of a support point. Once that gave way, along with a bit of support from yesterday, you can see we're now trading down at the 127s. Is this the low of the day? I'd be surprised if it is, but it is a decent enough point where people would be looking to take a bit of profit. You've got those lows from the week, which are just a bit below there. And then if you have a look at the last three trading sessions, it does actually look quite range bound. But whether you would want to be a buyer here or not remains to be seen. Line in the sand now becomes previous low of the day. And those would be the three levels I'm looking at. A further break lower in the pound, and it becomes very, very key. Any bulls of this market do not want to see price get below the highs that we had at the beginning of July that turned into the low on the 22nd. Let's call it 126.60. Below there, and I think a move to 125 actually comes pretty soon. So keep an eye on that for the pound. For the euro, another bad week for this market. Dollar has strengthened. You know, there's no two ways about that. I think just finishing the week below 117.30 is key, and you know, headline dependent. I feel 115, 116 comes relatively soon, to be honest. I mean, that's not a massive call with the way it's looking, but that's just how I feel about it. The S&P at the moment, let's have a quick look. Just having a little bounce off those lows of the day, which are yesterday's lows, and much like the pound, you could say the last 2 days look relatively range bound. Fair enough. But are people going to want to hold risk over the weekend or not? I'd probably say no. So I would be selling any rallies into the US session. Personally, the Nasdaq holding up quite well. This for me is the key for a lot of markets. You know, below 10,814, it's not a pretty picture in my opinion. And we would see yesterday's sort of morning low come in around today's S1. On the flip side, when it does, or when it could get slightly better, you know, it's not the cleanest of trends by any stretch of the imagination, but a break of that from yesterday's high would be where, you know what, I'd feel a bit more comfortable getting long, as long as it clears the sort of support resistance level from the morning. So decision time to come for US stocks. I don't think it's a pretty one though. At the moment, the dollar is really controlling things, so keep a watch on your dollar index. Gold, is this a long? Is it a long yet? I think it's tricky, isn't it, for gold? I quite like the look of 18.15, the high turn support. We're currently trading on the 8th of July high, which turned into support yesterday. I mean, that looks like a good level to have got in technically. Does it hold or not? We'll soon find out. I think it's still, you know, a good opportunity to get long gold. It might be that you prefer to do it when you're late to the party above 18.54 to support, you know, false break of that, and then we can continue higher. That is safer for now, but we'll soon find out how gold goes. As usual, guys, hope you all have a good rest of your day, but as it's Friday, hope you all have a great weekend as well.